Certainly have terrific strength. If Micah Berry is on the ball, for instance, he provides enormous drive around the ground. He's a very skilled player, very strong player, and overall they certainly look a very, very well balanced and powerful lineup.
And the Collegian side, where are their strengths, Jeffrey?
Well, Collegians, certainly Jimmy Bennett's been a most important player for them for a long period of time now. I must say that I was very impressed with Tony Park in the previous final games. I've also got a lot of time for Stephen Lawson, an all-round sportsman of some note, a very, very fit player, very determined, very strong, and he played a wonderful game last week to ensure that his side came back into the grand final. I think that Matt Galbraith can probably play a little bit better than what he did previously, because he's certainly an outstanding player, and the part that I always like about him is his ability to really penetrate with those long kicks of his that usually land right in the correct spot.
And so, Joss, you've seen Collegians now for 2 consecutive grand finals. You've made the call, so a lot of those players have left, no doubt, indelible imprints in your mind. The Collegian side, can they go 3 in a row? It's pretty hard to do in any section of football, let alone A section. They're trying to do it and create history for their club by achieving a record or equaling a club record. Can they do it today, Dos?
Well, they certainly can. I think it'll be a fantastic achievement for them, and everyone has a great deal of respect for this football club, and as both sides are now onto the ground. But you know, it'll be a great contest today. We're, as you said, a side going for their 3rd premiership in a row, Collegians. They are the underdogs today, and I guess that might help them. They've got nothing to lose. They can throw everything at it. Whereas on the other hand, Old Melburnians will be very, very hungry. You know, how can you say one particular team's going to be more hungry than in a grand final? But Old Melburnians have had a great year coming through from B section last year. They are the favourites. They have a very skilled and tall and mobile outfit. But Collegians, as I said before, they've just got nothing to lose here. They can throw everything at it. They are the experienced finals team. They have got some very hard players at the football. They too have some good tall players who are quite mobile. So I'm looking forward to a really good contest here. We have had some poor conditions over the last few years for grand finals and a couple of one-sided games, and I certainly hope, given the conditions we've got here today, that we have a great spectacle. And I think Old Melburnians should win this narrow one, Mike.
Just acknowledgement of the umpires, and people might find that strange that I'd focus some attention on the umpires, but
very much so.
I'm very much the umpires man these days, and I've already telegraphed that I'm after Brian Bomber's job. Leading onto the field are the 2 umpires for today, Wayne Hinton and Peter Gersh. The goal umpires are Ken Pitcher and Bernie Hoare, and the boundary umpires are Leah Gallagher and Jeff Wright. All are very experienced people. The emergency for today, the emergency field umpire is Michael Snedden, who's in his 1st year of amateur football. And as I said this morning, when it was telegraphed that who the people would be in the official capacities today on the field, I acknowledge Michael Snedden. It's a fair achievement and probably gives him a chance to go on next year and really set his sights on getting the A section grand final. So congratulations to those 6 officials today and to Michael Snedden. I'm sure they'll officiate in a very inconspicuous style, as is the hallmark of good umpiring, and I'll perhaps focus some attention back on the 2 coaches, the coach of Owen. There's a combination of the national anthem, and both sides are now bouncing around. I would like to wish both sides the best of luck for this important game.
The pocket alongside Smith, so they're going for the 2-pronged attack there with the big centre half forward to Simon Brommel just inside the 45 metre zone. So just the 3 forwards inside the arc there.
Yes, McMullen will be very dangerous near goals.
Similar
Very
sort of
dangerous.
set up for Collegians with Danzy and Schober down in the square. As umpire Wayne Hinton holds the ball aloft for this first quarter, brought to you by McKinnon Sports Medicine, and the A section 1994 grand final is underway. First knockout goes to Green. Loose ball back in the middle. Through came Griffith, I think it was. Kicked off the ground there by Lovett for Old Melburnians as it comes out towards the wing. Players go in desperately. A hard tackle there by the Collegians player.
Micah Berry just a little bit long with the ball. Micah tried to do a bit too much, and Aaron Harrison has the ball right in front of the stand here at Elstonwick Park.
So Harrison on the left foot now, kicks it inside 45. Schober moves to the front of the back. Big punch away there by Stuckey. Out it comes wide down the back pocket, and it's Theodore moving back into defence. Schober may have got him high. Umpire called play on. Got the handball over there to Sousa. Sousa's in a bit of trouble. Danzy couldn't hang on to it. Flicked over there by Hanbury. Now it's back to Sousa now. Ball clogged up there in the forward pocket. Attempted to kick off the ground there by Hanbury. Players dive on it. Umpire Hinton has to come and bounce about 25 metres out, 30 metres out from the Collegians goal, who are kicking to the city end.
He let it go a bit there, Doss, didn't he?
Well, I think that's good tactics in a grand final. I think sometimes umpires are too quick to ball the ball up. Umpire Hinton does that this time. Big thumping knock by Theodore. Back towards the Collegians goal, and it's rushed through for the first score of the match. So Collegians onto 1 behind on the McKinnon Sports Medicine scoreboard. Ball back into play. Loose player. Couldn't hang on to the ball there. Was Teal at centre half back. Lawson goes in hard as he always does, and the ball's held to him by Stuart Griffiths, and umpire Hinton having all the play at the moment. Comes in for a bounce. 45 metres out from the Collegians goal. Coming up to 2 minutes gone. Big thumping knock out of the ruck there by Lovett with a big spring. Now the ball Collegians, and it's Keneally. Keneally trying to handball it further afield, but it's very scrambly early on. Galbraith gets a quick kick out of the pack. No one home there for Collegians as the ball eventually comes out to Jeremy Nichols. Little rover and captain from Old Melburnians kicks out towards the wing. He's got Theodore in some space. The ball doesn't bounce favourably for him. Wallace came and did some hard work. The handball was by Davidson. Now they're away. They've got a loose man through Kerr. Kerr brings it up with a handball, the half forward, and here comes, it looks like Harrison on the left foot. Kicks the ball high. Here's Schober at the back and Stuckey. Stuckey got the hand up. And it looked...
Paul
O'Brien gets the left foot kick. Out wide, but only to find the Collegians player there in Darren Warner. Warner kicks up towards the top of the square now. Big pack of players go. Schober couldn't mark. Comes down here. Looks like Big Danzy, is it? No, it's Phillips. Phillips, the left foot snap. In towards the goal square. And rushed through there by Paul O'Brien. So 2 points now to Collegians.
So Michael Lake's on the ground already for Collegians.
Who came off, Jeffrey?
I didn't see who came off, Mike.
So the ball kicked back in.
Come on.
Tardy looking kick, and just getting his hand to the football there was Sousa. Sorry, it wasn't Sousa, it was the fullback Stuckey.
Sousa in fact kicked off, so they tried a little bit of unusual work there. Thrown by boundary umpire Leah Gallagher. Knocked down by Tony Phillips. Kicked forward into the centre of the ground. There's a easy mark there for Warwick Green, right on the centre wing.
Free kick picked out earlier going to Keneally, and a 25-metre penalty.
Green with the ball.
Oh, he hasn't given the... My apologies. So Green kicks up towards the goal square, goes right in there. Schober in the front. They double team him this time. Wallace tries to take it and get a quick kick, but couldn't do so. There are too many...